baby told me with a sigh, saying words that came across as a doubt.
Welcome to our Osaka vlog, part 5 of our 6-part series of our Asia trip. Osaka is Japan's vibrant kitchen and one of the most exciting cities in the world. If you're looking for amazing food, rich history, and non-stop energy, this is the place to be. In this vlog, we're diving into everything that makes Osaka a must-see destination. From its mouth-watering street food to its futuristic cityscape and historic landmarks. We headed straight to our hotel Ramba to check in our bags, and then we left for the day to explore the city. Our hotel was conveniently about 15-minute walk away from Dontonbori, so that is the place that we needed to go first. Osaka is often named Japan's kitchen, and for a good reason. Just walking through the streets, we were stopped with so many stalls, including daifuku here. Continuing on with our daifuku craze, we had to get one. This stall specifically had different options like dango and fresh fruit, but we opted for the daifuku. If you watched our Kyoto vlog, we are obsessed. The mochi on the outside is soft and chewy, paired with red bean in the inside with a little bit of sweetness and juiciness from the strawberry. It is not a secret that we developed an obsession. This time we tried the green tea version. Still very delicious, but I do prefer the red bean. After a few distractions, we arrived at Dontonbori. It is known to be the most busy and vibrant area of Osaka, including the famous Glico sign. The street is packed with options to eat, like okonomiyaki, takoyaki, the famous crab restaurant, wagyu stalls, tempura stalls, you name it. There are endless varieties of options to choose from, so choose wisely. I've been to Dontonbori so many times, and every single time it's been very, very busy, so brace yourself. There are takoyaki stalls that are more well known if we've had that before, so we decided to stop by this stall. We were pretty hungry at this point, so we could not wait in a long lineup. So gooey and hot.
Scared. I want to burn my mouth. It looks so good. The other way around.
This is the iconic Kani Doraku. Get the full traditional Japanese unique dining experience with a multi-kaiseki course meal. The meal includes steamed crab, grilled crab, crab sashimi, crab tempura, and much more options. I've been here before and it was one of the best meals I've had. Don't forget to make reservations. Japan is full of surprises, but I don't think anything beats this lineup of Pomeranians and the pup in the cup. It was the cutest thing. The street is packed with massive signs like this one, and it goes along the entire street. If shopping is your thing, Shinsaibashi is the place to go. This is Osaka's go-to spot for fashion, souvenirs, and all trendy items, which includes, you guessed it, used designer goods. Japan is known to be the best place to get secondhand goods. Many purses, jewelry, and clothing is all in top-tier shape. And this selection of bags are impeccable. They sell the highest and most demand bags in the market, with a variety of colors, sizes, and styles. This is where you get the best options, but don't think that you can get the best price for it. These bags still sell for a pretty high price point as these are high demand bags. But you can still get a pretty good bargain on certain bags, such as the Louis Vuitton duffel and the old style Lady Dior's. Tanghulu is a popular snack in Japan, so give this a try. Yes, there are so many street food options to choose from, but we decided to have a sit-down meal. We ended up going to the viral Wagyu Idaten. You know it's good when there's only a couple options on the menu. This is one of the top spots I wanted to try. I opted for the Wagyu roast beef, half and half with the sukiyaki beef, and Kenneth got the full roast beef. Each one of these boxes come with a raw egg. We got there around 8 o'clock, it was already late, and there was a 45-minute wait. We got lucky with bar seating, so we were able to watch exactly how they prepared the dishes. The chefs prepared all the dishes so meticulously, it was admiring just to watch them. Look how carefully they plate the boxes and adjust every single slice of beef. Then the final garnishes. This is the final result. This was the sukiyaki beef that's made with Kobe beef, and this was the half and half with the roast beef and also the sukiyaki. These dishes come with a side of condiments and a soup as well. The most satisfying part is breaking the yolk and adding the green onions on top. The dishes were both delicious and a great value for money. Note that the Wagyu isn't the best quality Wagyu, but this is definitely a good value for what you get. We went back to Dontonbori just to walk down the streets and enjoy the scenery. There is something about walking down the canal, watching the boats float by, people watching and enjoying the cityscapes. Down at the canal area, you can find a hidden Ferris wheel. You never know what you can find on the streets of Osaka. We ran into this group shooting a music video, so if you know this artist, let us know below. Day 2 in Osaka, Japan. You already know we had to go back to Dontonbori for the street food. We didn't have a chance to try the gyoza, so we came back this morning to try it. The gyozas are fried to perfection and they add mayo, okonomiyaki sauce, and green onions on top. They topped it off with sesame seeds, soy sauce, and also ginger. Very similar to takoyaki, but without the bonito flakes. There is even additional sauces on the side and chili oil if you want it. Some may question my breakfast because we added karaage to this, but we are on vacation and this was delicious. Kenneth was a happy camper. Kenneth is happy with his chicken karaage. And we got some Dontonbori gyoza here, which I've never tried before, so nice. How's the karaage?
Super crunchy.
That gyoza pull. Next, on our street food tour, we ended up at Kuromon Market. Kuromon Market is very similar to Nishiki Market, where they have different varieties like tempura, sashimi, other fresh seafoods, wagyu beef, Kobe beef, you name it. I've always known that these Japanese street food markets are tourist traps, but this one surprised me the most. The prices here were outrageous. For example, a tempura shrimp is $8 Canadian. I knew Nishiki Market was expensive, but it wasn't as bad as this. To be honest, we've tried all this food before in Nishiki Market and other markets before, and this was not anything special. It just came with a high price tag, so we decided to walk around and then we went somewhere else to eat. However, don't let us discourage you from visiting a market because they had a ton of options. Take a look at all this fresh seafood, barbecue, rice bowls. You can definitely find something here that you would want to eat. Just look at this giant crab. We couldn't catch the name, but there was also a market inside the market where you can sit down and eat. If you watched our Kyoto vlog, you would know exactly what we're talking about. This market had a ton of food options to choose from as well, so I would go here if you want to sit down and have a good meal. If you didn't know this already, when you purchase food at a stall, you have to finish the food prior to leaving. You cannot eat and walk around at the same time, and make sure you throw out the trash at that stall. Just a few blocks away, we went to the sukiyaki restaurant. Sukiyaki has always been one of my favorites to eat because of its strong umami flavor, and I didn't have any in Japan yet. Sukiyaki is a Japanese favorite where they add a concentrated beef broth at the bottom and add a bunch of vegetables for extra aroma, and then you cook the beef inside the sukiyaki broth. Okay, so we're having sukiyaki today. So you can see here they give you an egg where you cook the beef into the sukiyaki with the sauce, and then you dip it into the egg and you eat it like that. And it's like a very like umami rich broth that's inside, and it's very concentrated. As you can kind of see it there. It's smoking a little bit, but it's very little. It's not like all soup like sabu sabu is. The server helped us prep the meat while we mixed our egg mixture. So apparently you have to mix your egg. Look how perfectly the egg just coats the outside of the beef. Look at the marbling on this meat. Oh my god. And now the sukiyaki is a little bit more cooked. The vegetables are a little bit more mixed in, and all the veggies and all the meat and the sauce that they gave us kind of mixed into that broth, and it's even more rich in flavor. After a satisfying full meal, we ended up going back to Kuromon Market to get melon pan. This is one of the top items to eat in Osaka. It is a soft, buttery, milky bread with a sugar-coated crust on top, freshly baked out of the oven, and sandwiched with ice cream in the middle. The price was really good for this one. It was about $5 Canadian. Oh my god, he's been waiting all his life for this bite. Was it worth it? You can see just how fresh and crispy that bread was. was. The next item on the menu was the milky melon ice cream. I was extremely full at this point, so Kenneth just ended up getting an ice cream. The round ice cream. To be honest, we've visited Osaka before many times and we've gone to all the destinations, but there is one place we've never gone to, and that is Spocha and Round1 Stadium. Just a 5 to 10 minute walk from Dontonbori, you can find this arcade and sports arena that spans across 5 floors. You pay a one-time fee to get into Spocha and you get all 5 floors unlimited play. Did you hear that correctly? 5 floors of unlimited play. The tickets are purchased by hour and you're able to play anything you want during the time allocated to you. You start off with buying tickets on the 3rd floor. The 1st and 2nd floor is coin machine claw games. We thought that 3 hours was enough for us to play, but it definitely was not. I believe we spent about $35 per person and it was definitely worth it. I felt like a little kid again and it was so much fun. Definitely a fun and unique experience for adults and children in Japan. This place was packed with activities. Starting on the 3rd floor, there was table tennis, pool, rodeo, and mini bowling. 5th floor was full of arcade games and even a karaoke room and an area for drift bikes. 6 and 7 was more interactive sports, including basketball, volleyball, golf, archery, air trampolines, and so much more. They even had a massive tennis racket, tennis ball, and volleyball. This was so much fun. It was so funny because it was so heavy and we weren't able to hit the tennis ball properly. I felt like a kid learning a new sport. Nonetheless, there was so much that we didn't even try, like this bubble soccer, so we will definitely be back next time. Forgot to mention, this is also open for 24 hours. We could have added more hours, but it was already getting late and we had an early flight to Korea. Of course, before leaving Osaka, I gotta have some takoyakis. It was good, but not the best that I've had. The outer layer wasn't as crispy as usual and the custard didn't have as much flavor. You know the drill. Please like and subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions for us and we will see you next in Seoul.